Divine friends, let's dive into our messages from the ancestors today and see what it is that they have to say to us, good friends. Calling out to the ancestors of love and guidance, new and old, the ones who have walked with us and the ones who have watched over us before our births even came to be, the ones who knew us in essence and the ones who knew us in light. Great ancestors, and they're here. I can feel them. Great ancestors, what message do you have for our soul family, for our collective tribe, ancestors far and wide of love and guidance? What is the message? All right, so the cards that we have are Whispers of Mother Earth, okay, the Child Within, We Are Nature is popping up, the Grandmothers is popping up. They're always popping up, aren't they, you guys? We have Morning Dew, the Anointing, Plant Yourself Here, and the Second Bloom. And I feel like there is a really big message here, you guys, of connecting to the energy of grounding, connecting to the energy of earth. I For some reason it's like connecting to the energy of fresh rain when fresh rain hits the earth. Okay, that's what I'm seeing with the We Are Nature card. There is a replenishing and a restabilize. The way it's coming through, I can't say it because it's not a real word, but it's like restabilize it. Maybe it is a real word. Restabilization, rejuvenation, and restabilizing. Okay, now spirit and the ancestors are asking that we step into this energy. It's like the energy of safety and security and play and joy that we often felt as children that kind of escape us. It's tying into the energy of what it is that you knew your birthright was before society had conditioned you and broke you down to feeling like you were less than or that you deserved less. Okay. It's this restabilization to the earth, to the environment, and where it like how it is you're supposed to be. We have the Plant Yourself Here card within this stability. And it's time, like with this second bloom, give yourself the time and the chance to regrow, redevelop, rebloom without the old story connected to you. Okay, without the old story connected to you, and realizing that the old story was never actually your story. That's the important part. Whatever had been written for you based on the confines of what somebody else has been telling you and reiterating to you and forcing down your throat, nose is itching for confirmation, you guys. That was never your story. That was never your story. That's why we need morning dew, clarity, a fresh start, a positive outlook, as well as second bloom, a second chance. It's never too late, new possibilities. It's stepping into the energy that you are not too old to redevelop, re-unfold, and transform to the person and tie into the story that is actually yours and not one that was put on this pretty platter, because the platter might be pretty, but the story is not. The story is not authentic to you. You don't have to take that. You don't have to take the plate that someone else fixed for you and eat it when you don't like the food. You don't have to eat the plate because you can make your own plate of your own food using the seasonings that you like, and eating the foods that you like. And I feel like that metaphor is very important, because just as easy as it is to make your own dinner, it is also just as easy to make your own life. But the thing is that there's fear here. Like, we're not afraid to tell somebody. I mean, some people might be, depending on the person, but we're not generally afraid to tell somebody, like, yeah, I don't really like that. That's not really my vibe. But when you have these pressures from your mother or your grandmother or your father or your uncle or your grandfather, or whatever the case may be, your best friend, your husband, whatever the case is, wife, whatever, it's harder to be like, that's not, I don't like that flavor, because then we're afraid of letting people down. But the thing is we're either left with making our own flavor or living with regret, because we've been eating things we don't like this whole time. Like, it's not the same as eating your vegetables so you can eat dessert, because when are you going to get the dessert? When are you going to get the dessert? If you're constantly shoving down things that other people are presenting you that you don't actually like, when are you going to get the dessert? When are you going to get the things that you do like? You're not, because you're not ingraining, you're not planting yourself properly. Plant yourself where it is proper for you to grow, and to grow the things that are for you, your gifts, your path, the things you want to study, the job you want to have, the house you want to have, the way that house works, the way it functions. Stop eating plates of shit that you don't want, and make your own fucking food. That's the message. That is the message. And I feel like at the end, I felt like I could feel the ancestors getting a little irritated. And I could still kind of feel it, like, all up in here. It's like starts in the stomach and goes to the chest, because it's an energy of our empowerment. It's an energy of how we are choosing to use and utilize our power, if that makes sense. All right. And I'm going to leave this message here. I hope that this message finds everyone that it is meant to. Personal sessions are open. You can DM me, or you can hit the link in my bio. I will never reach out to you first. And everyone, wishing you the best day.